To present the next award, please welcome Dean Chris Hudgens from the College of Liberal Arts.
Good evening. I am delighted to introduce to you this fine evening Dr. Carlos Campo, the 30th president of Ohio's Ashland University. Carlos is a triple threat UNLV graduate alumnus with his 1981 BA in theater, though he doesn't look that old. Then a component, that is the theater arts program, was then a component of the College of Arts and Letters. His MA in English came in 1986, and his PhD in English came in 1993, when he was also the recipient of the UNLV Foundation Award for the Dissertation of the Year. I'm very proud to tell you that I had the privilege of chairing Carlos's dissertation committee, and since his days as my most talented mentee, I have been his friend and colleague. I immensely enjoyed watching him progress from English Department Chair at the College of Southern Nevada to the Dean of Arts and Letters to his final role there as Provost from 2005 to 2008. A bit later, when Carlos was appointed as President of Virginia's Regent University, I was also immensely pleased to accept his invitation to be one of his speakers at his inauguration. Watching from afar his stupendous success there, as well as his work as educational consultant for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and as chair of the Alliance for Hispanic Education for the National Hispanic Christian Leadership Conference in Sacramento, where he continues to work with national leaders on immigration reform and to improve educational outcomes for Hispanic students. I was immensely pleased, too, when Carlos and his lovely wife, Karen, who's with us tonight, settled into Ashland University's community happily as its 30th president in June of 2015. In sum, Carlos has positively affected the lives of thousands of students, many of them from Southern Nevada, between the time he taught his first class at UNLV in 1989 as a graduate assistant until he left his College of Southern Nevada job as provost to try to improve his accent on the coast of Virginia as president of Regent University. Carlos, my friend and colleague, hearty congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. You know, in the fall of 1976, I was unlike the clear-eyed co-eds in the classroom with me here at UNLV, because less than 30 days previous, my mother had died suddenly from a cerebral hemorrhage. And a classroom that had been a haven for me for all of my life was suddenly a desultory, dark place. But thanks to God's grace and family and friends, many of whom you just heard from about 2 minutes ago, I was able to find my way out of that place. And then here, as an undergraduate at UNLV, people like John and Darlene Unruh and Richard Harp and Joe McCullough and the person you just heard from, Chris Hudgens, began to remind me of the wonder of education and the power of education and what it meant to seek truth through that wonder. And so for the last 23 years, as a graduate of UNLV and a proud graduate, it's been my privilege to be in classrooms and watch those same students. We might call them at risk. We might call them that student who wasn't destined to be a college graduate, but I saw that they had potential, and that's what Chris Hudgens saw in me. And so, Chris, it gives me great pleasure to accept this award, especially knowing that this is also a year you've announced your retirement, and frankly, the College of Liberal Arts has huge shoes to replace. So what a privilege to be here, and what a privilege to be able to take that wonder of education, that wonder that Chris Hudgens and others here at UNLV taught me to other students, and to be able to continue that tradition. Thank you so much.